Massive Toronto Blue Jays playoff seeding update as the Blue Jays have made serious ground in securing the wildcard one spot. Sportsnet hosting the wildcard game on a Canadian broadcast. And finally, Canadians are finally taking over the MLB. We're going to break that down and a couple more things on this episode of Blue Jays Digest. So let's get right into it. What's up, Jays fans? Nick Gosse here, host of Blue Jays Digest. Bringing you guys a news video today before the much anticipated series against the Orioles to finish off the year. By the time this comes out, it might be the first game might be over, but I'm gonna break this some news down that has major impacts on the Toronto Blue Jays. So before we do get into it, we are on the road to 1K subscribers. Make sure you hit the button and leave any feedback you have it down below. So the first thing we're gonna break down, there's three main topics there. The first thing we're gonna break down is a Jays seeding update. So, the Blue Jays, as we all know, have swept the Boston Red Sox in the last series, and the Mariners have went on a little tiny bit of a skid alongside the Rays going on a massive skid, kind of falling off the radar a little bit in the sense of getting the wildcard one spot. So, thanks to Arden Zwelling, he made this little, he's a Blue Jays reporter, he made this chart up. Mariners record needed to surpass Blue Jays for home field advantage. Now, this is as of Monday, October 3rd, before the Orioles game, before game one of that three-game set. So, as you can see here now, the Blue Jays, if they go 3-0, they secure the wild card one spot. If they go 2-1, they secure the wild card one spot. If they happen to lose 2 out of 3 against the Orioles, the Blue Jays that is, then the Mariners must go 4-0 in their remaining games. And if we get swept by the Orioles, the Mariners still need to go 3-1. So, I mean, it's looking really, really good. As long as we take 2 out of 3, we secure it. Now we do have Barrios, Mitch White, and Kikuchi, I believe, going up to the mound, but we should be able to easily win 2 out of 3, if not sweep. So it's looking very good. This is as of, I believe, before the sweep. It was really tight. It was like the Jays had a 66% chance to make the wild card one, with the Mariners having 25, and then the Rays having whatever's left, the 10%. But huge playoff seeding update. The Mariners losing a game to Oakland was huge. Alongside the Rays, that's the wrong graphic. But alongside the Rays, as you can see, the Rays just lost again, so the Blue Jays will either be at home to Seattle or Tampa, or in Seattle to open the playoffs. So the Rays fell out of the race completely, the wildcard one race. Of course, they're still in the playoffs. They have a playoff spot, I believe, secured now. But the wildcard one spot is no longer the race. The Blue Jays will not be playing in the Trop no matter what happens the rest of the way. And as long as, I mean, bearing a disaster, a colossal failure by the Blue Jays, bearing that, they will have the wildcard one spot. Now, of course, we will have a breakdown of the Orioles series alongside. The Blue Jays can clinch in game one if the if the Blue Jays beat the Orioles today and the Mariners lose. Monday, October 3rd, we will clinch the wildcard one spot tonight. If that happens, expect a video coming out tomorrow about potential playoff impacts, the rotation, all that good stuff. But yeah, this is crazy stuff, crazy news. The Rays fell off. That's the biggest news here, really. They fell out of the race completely of the wildcard one. Now they could easily go far in the playoffs, but don't get me wrong. But they fell out of the wildcard one spot. So the Rays, still a great team. I don't want to jinx anything. They could easily go all the way. Don't get me wrong. But the Mariners, they need to sweep. They need to win for their next 4 games, and we need to. We control our own destiny, and that's what it comes down to there. So, moving on to the next topic, which is Sportsnet broadcast confirmed. Now you got a little sneak peek there when I clicked the wrong graphic, but report came out on the broadcast and reiterated by Blake Murphy. Blue Jays confirmed that Sportsnet will have its own playoff broadcast here in Canada with Buck, Pat, and Hazel as Shulman moves over to the ESPN radio for the postseason on the Jays series. So this is huge. A report came out the other day. I might have another video breaking it down, but probably not. Buck Martinez, this might be his last year. He discussed how, he has a lot of family stuff going on and all that. So this might be his last year as a broadcaster for the Blue Jays. So this is huge. Even if hopefully it's not the case, but even if it is the case, it's huge for the Blue Jays. Again, we'll have Buck, Pat, and Hazel taking over the broadcast, which means we have a Buck Martinez play-by-play wildcard series. So this is going to be amazing. Dan's on ESPN Radio the rest of the year. I do believe that Dan is also not commentating the Orioles series. I think he's starting his transition over now. I could be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure. Again, it's huge to have Buck in what might be his last year. So it's incredible stuff. I'm so happy to hear that. Tons of the fans are hyped. It really is. It really is huge for Canada. Along with the along with all Blue Jays fans, it's great to see Buck have, I guess, maybe a final little farewell if this is his last year. Getting to do a playoff game, as he always does the, I think, International World Series announcing, but he hasn't done a Blue Jays one in, I can't remember the last time, if he ever has done a Blue Jays playoff series. It's usually on Fox or some other thing like that. So it's good that the MLB and the Rogers have figured that out. Huge news when I saw it. I was super happy. Love Buck Martinez. We all do. And Pat Tabler, love that as well. Probably would have preferred Buck and Dan, but in this case, with Buck going with Dan, he gets to be the play-by-play, so we might get a swing and a drive or two, depending how the wild card series goes. And I do believe it's just the wild card series. I don't know if it's ALDS or any of that, but regardless, I'm content and I'm super, super happy about that. Super exciting stuff. We love Buck, so hopefully Buck can. Hopefully it's not his last year, and hopefully he's able to keep going. But obviously it's up to him, and he has more important things like his family and stuff like that to take care of. So it will be good to see him on the wild card broadcast, and we'll be watching I'll be watching at least the Sportsnet broadcast. So leaning into the final topic of the day, Canadians taking over the MLB. So this is a little fun topic I decided to throw in there. As you can see here, report by Ben Nicholson Smith. Not really a report, but winning pitcher Zach Pop saved Jordan Romano. This was in Game 3 of the series against the Red Sox. First time in Blue Jays history, the win and save have gone to Canadian-born players. This is huge for the Blue Jays, obviously. On the baseball side, strictly baseball, Zach Pop has been dominant recently. Jordan Romano has been one of the best closers all year, but Zach Pop has been dominant, and he was obviously Canadian, and he came over in the trade with Jordan Groshans for Anthony Bass and Zach Pop. Phenomenal trade, by the way. But we were able to secure Zach Pop there, and he is obviously a fellow Canadian like Jordan Romano, and it is really, really cool. Bring it up one more time there, that first time in Jays history, the win and save have gone to Canadian-born players, with Zach Pop getting the win because obviously Kevin Gausman got hurt, had a little bit of a cut there on his finger. Update on that as well. Just to throw that in there, he is doing well. He is fully expected to make the Game 2 start in the Wild Card Series, no matter where it is. Should be in Toronto, but no matter where, whether it's in Toronto or Seattle, because or Trice if we play Tampa, but I don't believe that's going to happen. But he should be fine. He should be good to go. Every John Snyder said Gausman's looking perfect, so it was just a minor cut. And John Snyder made the comment that if it was a playoff game, Gausman would have stayed in. He just had an abundance of precaution, which makes sense because we're at the games now where we don't want to risk any injuries. We're kind of just locking in for the rest of the year. We just need to win 2 out of 3 against the Orioles, as I said in the earlier in the video for the first report. And yeah, we can get wildcard 1 spot, and the game will most likely be starting at 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday if it is hosted in Toronto. So just for you guys who work out there, I work Friday. It'll be starting around 4 or 5 Eastern, I believe, is what I was hearing today on Twitter. I could be wrong. It could end up being 7, but the belief is that it'll be between 4 and 5, as a couple people. That's the rumbling around the Twitterverse. So 4 or 5. That's what the Twitter rumblings are. So just prepare yourself if you're working. Just throw that out there. But yeah, huge for the Jays. Huge for Zach Pop. Romano's having a great year. It's just cool for Canadians. Canada's taking a big leap in the MLB. Lots of great Canadians coming up. Canada baseball is going to be fun to watch, and it's just really cool to see that Zach Pop and Romano were able to get a save and a win, with Pop going 2 innings and then Romano obviously getting the save to finish up the homestand there against the Red Sox. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this news video. We have a huge series going against the the Orioles tonight to finish off the year. It's gonna be super exciting. And like I said in the last video, if you haven't checked it out already, it was the breakdown of the Red Sox series. Videos aren't gonna stop. They're gonna keep coming. News videos galore, playoff previews, all that stuff's gonna be happening. There's just a lot going on right now, so I'm gonna keep you up to date. And Peter will be with me for a lot of those videos. I just wanted to get this one out as soon as possible. Hopefully before the Jays destroy the Orioles tonight, with Berrios going to the mound. It's going to be a big start for Berrios. Now this video could be going up after that, in which case we'll see how he did. Hopefully he did well. But we could clinch wildcard 1 tonight, like I said. And if we do, expect a video with the playoff predictions. And hopefully we get the time for the game half soon here, especially if we clinch at Rogers Center, because I want to be able to work my schedule around watching wildcard 1. But yeah, again, it should be probably between 4 and 5 Eastern start time. So just a heads up there. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what the rumblings are. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, we are on the road to 1K subscribers. Make sure you hit the like button, comment any feedback you have down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and look forward to another one soon. Cheers.